Scouts from around the world shared it all today as the Jamboree came together for Cultural Celebration Day. And tonight, the Jamboree is back together as one for the Unity Show in AT&T Summit Stadium. Live coverage of it all starts right now on New World Live. You're looking at live pictures from AT&T Summit, where scouts from around the world are entering for tonight's Unity Show. Here we see a group of American scouts from Boy Scouts of America coming into the summit. It was really exciting walking around and seeing all of them get to welcome the world into the Summit Bechtel Reserve and experiencing everything from Cultural Day. It was an amazing experience seeing that. Looks like, oh, they're waving to us here. I wonder if they can see the camera. I'm not sure if we have a drone flying over, if there's a camera, but howdy, y'all. It's called, I'm being told, it is called a wire cam. That's kind of cool. It's exciting to look at maybe all the technology that we have in the stadium tonight. Wire cam flying overhead. If you remember from the first opening show, there was an entire fleet of drones that flew over that had a lot of excitement. And I think people really loved that and was stoked for the next few days. That set the bar really high, and I think the Unity Show today will match that too. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Willie Shao from the Boy Scouts of America.
And I'm Diana Carrillo from Asociación de Scouts de México, Scouts Mexico, and we are your hosts for tonight's show. Tonight, we will be having the Cultural Celebration Day to end the Cultural Celebration Day. We will have the Unity Show tonight. It was really exciting to be around the subcamps, and to end this, we will cover in this edition of New World Live all of what you have lived in the festivities.
Yeah, it's great to see during the day all of the troops and subcamps showing off their individual cultures. And to tie it all off, that's why we named it the Unity Show, where everyone is coming back again together as a single Jamboree in one stadium. This show is a tribute to those cultures for the Jamboree.
And we'll go live to Keegan Edmund and Luke Mueller, who are at the AT&T Summit Stadium.
We also went to subcamps to explore how they celebrated Cultural Celebration Day earlier in the day. And we'll get an update on the weather from meteorologist Kyle Kipple and see what's happening on social media.
So today brought yet another wonderful day here at the Summit Bechtel Reserve. I really hope that the sun keeps shining and that you keep putting on some sunscreen.
Let's check in with Jamboree meteorologist Kyle Kipple for the latest update on the weather conditions here at the Summit.
Good evening, I'm Jamboree meteorologist Kyle Kipple with your forecast. Taking a look at the water vapor loop across the United States, you'll notice some orange coloring here. That's drier air that's moving into the Summit Bechtel Reserve here in West Virginia, and that's continuing the nice weather conditions into the weekend, and for the most part, limiting rain chances until next week. Until then, the big headline, though, is great outdoor weather for the Jamboree heading into the weekend, ahead of that pattern change going into next week. Saturday highs for the weekend, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius under mostly sunny skies at the Summit Bechtel Reserve. Make sure to keep that water bottle filled through the weekend as temperatures will be warming. Taking a look at the 3-day outlook, going into the 80s in Fahrenheit, 82 on Saturday, 83 on Sunday, 85 on Monday, with warming conditions and a chance of rain on Monday as well. 28 degrees Celsius on Sunday, 29 degrees Celsius on Monday. Taking a look at the weather map, high pressure is still holding its grasp across the eastern parts of the United States, and we're still keeping an eye on our next weather system, which will be this cold front draped across the central parts of the United States. That will march eastward starting next Monday and Tuesday, increasing the rain chances here at the World Scout Jamboree. I'll show you that now on the week ahead. Temperatures warming into the 80s by Monday and Tuesday, 85 degrees on Monday, 83 degrees on Tuesday, approaching 30 degrees Celsius. But take a look at these rain chances. 40% chance of rain on Monday, 60% chance of rain on Tuesday, and at least a coin flip for both Wednesday and Thursday as the storm system moves in. Before we go, I'll leave you with tonight's forecast. 59 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Light wind out of the southeast around 5 miles per hour or 8 kilometers per hour. Temperatures 15 degrees Celsius with a slight chance of rain as we head into the evening hours.
Thanks, Kyle. And if the Jamboree seemed a little different today, we had another atmosphere, that's because it was. So instead of climbing rocks and discovering how to get out of the skate brooms or cruising down the zip lines, Scouts today shared their own cultures with each other.
That's right. All the subcamps across the Summit Bechtel Reserve were decked out with global cultures, from food to music to song and dance. Our homes were on display here at the Jamboree. I got a chance to walk around in the afternoon, and I think my two favorite things that I saw was, one, there was a mini sticks game, which is a miniature version of Canadian hockey. I walked around with Keegan, and he told me that at major hockey tournaments, there are more people that get injured playing around with mini sticks than actually get injured playing actual hockey, just in the hotel room. The second is I was able to go to an Italian troupe, and we were offered this amazing, toasted bread with some tomato sauce on top. We ate it, and we started feeling pretty full, and we were thanking the troupe and ready to leave, and a scout turns around with 2 massive bowls of pasta, just says, "Pasta!" and lays it in front of us. So really exciting to see all the energy of the scouts putting together these cultural day activities, and I had a great time just walking around.
Yeah, I had a great time too, but now let's look at how you celebrated today in the Cultural Celebration Day.
My name is Luisa.
And my name is Ingrid. And we're from Brazil.
Yeah, we are from Paraná, that is a state in the south of Brazil.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Odette, and I'm from San Luis Potosí, Mexico.
My name is Ian Regan Mukele. I'm from Kenya, Nairobi City. About Kenya, yeah, we have many animals, very many game parks.
Today, in the Cultural Day, we do food to show to people how is the culture in Brazil.
Something that we want to represent here is a little part of your food, how we dress in your parties, like the Day of the Dead. You can get painted like that if you want. Basic of the Mexican culture. Well, we have luchas, we have adelitas.
Today in the Cultural Celebration Day, we shall have a presentation on the Kenyan culture. You can see we have things over here that we are showcasing our culture, our wear. I'm quite interested. I want to learn more about other people's culture, and as far as mine is also concerned, I want to showcase to the others, and maybe you get to learn each other's culture.
So much fun. As we mentioned, tonight is the Unity Show in AT&T Summit Stadium.
So tonight, our colleague Keegan Edmond and Luke Mueller are in the AT&T Summit Stadium. Keegan, let's start with you. Where are you, and can you give us a sense of the vibe that's out there?
Hey, Deanna and Willie, I'm down here in the AT&T Stadium getting ready for the Unity Show, and I caught up with some scouts who want to give us a little shout out. What's your guys' name and where are you from?
I'm Kathy, I'm from Wales. I'm Fran, I'm also from Wales.
I'm Emily, and I'm also from Wales.
So today was Culture Day, and I know, Willie, you mentioned we were out in the sub camps, and I think you're actually becoming Canadian between the maple iced coffee and the mini sticks. What was your guys' favorite part about Culture Day?
Mine was definitely the food. I got to try so many different things. I liked some, I hated others, but it was so great just to try everything.
That's amazing. Did you get the pizza from Italy?
No, I didn't. I got pasta though.
Okay, because the pizza was amazing. How about you?
Mine was probably being surrounded by so many different nationalities. You could literally walk 10 steps to the next campsite next to you and you were with a country from somewhere all the way across the world, so it was fab.
Mine was the trading, because I love getting to know new people and then being able to trade something with them, so you take a part of that experience home with you.
That's awesome. And I see you have a Global Ambassador's badge on. What does that mean?
So I'm one of the 4 people that represents the UK at the Jamboree, and what I have to do is I do a lot of the social media, so I write blogs and do a lot of posts to share my experience at the Jamboree with people back home.
Awesome. So where can people see those blog posts?
I have a link, which is, I think it's on the official Jamboree page.
That's awesome. So we're still getting ready. We'll be here all night. Luke is also in the stadium. Luke, what's happening where you are?
Hey, Keegan. How's it going? We're up here at the top of the hill as people are flooding in by the drove. The stadium is filling up very nicely. It's a beautiful night for yet another show here at the World Scout Jamboree. I have with me 3 excited scouts from an Italian contingent. Would you guys like to start by telling me your names?
I'm Francesco.
I'm Alessandro.
I'm Francesco.
All right, nice to meet you guys. Can you tell me a little bit about your experiences today at Cultural Day and how you kind of felt walking around and seeing all these different countries and contingents?
Well, it's been definitely really interesting because, you know, during the day, the normal day, we don't have the occasion to meet many different cultures, but today we could meet a lot of people and try new foods, see new things, and so it's been really exciting.
Great. And what did your contingent do for Cultural Day?
We make some pasta, you know, and we do scrap with Nutella. Yeah.
Sounds delicious. You know, I gotta say, I really like your guys' shoelaces down there. It's very Italian. All right, and do you guys have a cheer or something you could show to the world?
Well, yeah, Viva l'Italia.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Viva l'Italia!
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. We're gonna toss it back over to you at the set.
Thanks, Luke. We'll come back to you later in the show. Even though today is dedicated to celebrating culture, every day during the Jamboree, there's a section of the summit dedicated to world cultures.
That is at World Point, where many countries are performing their own songs, dances, music, everything. You can see it out there. Their performances are top-notch thanks to professional sound and lighting. So we stopped by over there in World Point, and let's check it out. Wow, that looks so much fun. So don't forget to stop by the World Point stages. There are a lot of things going on throughout the Jamboree. Now, let's go back to the AT&T Summit Stadium and check it with our correspondent Luke Mueller. Look what's going on out there.
They must also have obtained the highest rank in their national scouting.
Hey guys, we're still here at the stadium. Things are shaping up even nicer than before. I have here with me Bill Ross, who is actually a participant at the last World Scout Jamboree to be held in the United States. Would you like to say hi, Bill?
Yes, hi everyone. Welcome to the 24th World Jamboree.
So, being at another World Scout Jamboree in America versus being here at this one, can you tell me a little bit about how it was different and your experiences as a participant all the way back in Idaho?
Even though it was 52 years ago, I remember like it was yesterday. I remember going off to a rodeo, going off to a barbecue, having an astronaut fly around the stadium on a jetpack. I've been registered in scouting for 59 years and look forward to coming back here as part of the staff.
Great. Is there something that you got to do here that you didn't get to do back in Idaho that you are really glad they started including at the Jamboree?
Zip lining, low gear, high gear, just everything.
So then what were some of the activities that you were participating in back in 1967?
Like I said, we had a lot of swimming activities, the off-site activities like I said, the rodeo, the barbecue.
And do you plan to come back to the next Jamboree that will be here in America?
God willing, yes.
Great. Thank you very much, Bill. It was great talking to you, and we'll put it back over to the set now.
Thanks, Luke. It seems Cultural Celebration Day was a hit based on all the posts, tweets, and snaps we've seen. Although normal activities were closed, social media didn't slow down. Quite the opposite. Everyone looked like they were having a blast, exploring new cultures. We've seen scouts learning new games, swapping badges, and playing traditional instruments. But the food was a hit, and delicious. It's still by far my favorite part of Cultural Celebration Day. As we approach the Unity show, social media shows no signs of slowing down. We can't wait to see what you post during the show tonight using hashtag ScoutJamboree. Now let's get back to reality. The contingents are still entering the stadium.
Let's check in with Keegan, who is in the stadium. So Keegan.
Oh, so it looks like Keegan is having some technical issues that he'll come on in a bit,
yes.
Which gives us a great chance to talk about how stoked I am for the show tonight.
Yes. I remember when I was a participant, I told you guys in the Jamboree in Sweden, one of my favorite parts was the Cultural Celebration Day, and the show was amazing. I think right now all the participants are really excited because they had a great day, and it all comes together at the Unity show. That's where they really will put themselves to share their cultures. We will have some really nice surprises for you guys, showcasing much of our North American culture, which I am very, very excited about.
Yeah, I had a lot of pasta today. Keegan did an interview where he talked about pasta. We saw shoelaces that were tied like very fancy pasta. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had some drones in the shape of rigatoni. I don't know.
Well, seems like pasta is a big thing here. Right?
Maybe, yeah. So Keegan, we're going to kick it over to you. How's it going over there?
Hey Willie, the stadium is filling up with scouts arriving for our Unity show after a great day celebrating cultures from around the world. We talked about in the opening show how it was just going to be a mirage of colors, and that stays true, except over the course of the day a lot more swapping of neckers and uniforms has happened, and at this point you can't 100% tell where some of the scouts are from, and I think that's great that they're sharing their cultures and sort of their visual identities as we all come together for this final Unity show.
So yeah, my my favorite part is also, Keegan, to trade neckerchiefs. I started actually back in 2011. I decided to start my international neckerchief collection. So if you can get one for me over there, I would appreciate. Just remember, you can only trade with ISTs, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna embarrass Diana for a moment. She is where she is today because of the Sweden Jamboree. I think that was a moment that really was a inflection point in her scouting career, and I think we can have a lot of the participants at our 12-day event experience that same thing. So having a necker to commemorate that would be great.
Yeah, and not only in the scouting career, really, but also like it's our desire here at the Jamboree to inspire them to actually break down these cultural barriers, embrace diversity, be unified by our shared values.
Yeah.
So I think that is much of what we are going to get tonight in the Unity Show. I feel so happy to see all the flags raising, and as Keegan said, you can now not tell where people are from because they're just trading a lot of neckerchiefs and doing so much friends over here at the Jamboree.
Keegan, what is the coolest neckerchief that you've seen out there? I see on the screen there's a couple of Finnish bucket hats, and I know that in 2015 there was a rule by the Finnish contingent that they were not allowed to get rid of or trade any of their bucket hats throughout the entirety of the Jamboree. And that was a way to identify them. And the last day of the Jamboree, they were finally allowed to trade them, and it was just a flood in the trading markets. And I see that they have those bucket hats today, and I'm going to try to get my hands on one before the Jamboree's over.
Where are we going on?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I caught up with another group of scouts from the UK, but these ones are dressed a little bit different than the last group we saw. What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb, what is with the outfit?
This is our boaters outfit. So in Cambridge we have punts, which are long rectangular boats with large sticks in the water. And this is what the traditional boaters wear.
Okay, awesome. And I've noticed there's a bunch of rubber ducks surrounding me. So what are the rubber ducks about?
So we have lots of ducks in Cambridge, so we chose it as our mascot. And we all have different coloured ducks for different patrols.
Okay, so the ducks also have a symbol, so you probably can't trade those until the end of the Jamboree.
No, we can't.
All right, what was your favorite part about Cultural Day?
It was amazing finding out about the amazing different foods. The food from Thailand and also from Spain was absolutely incredible, yeah.
That's awesome. Did anyone get to try some Canadian maple syrup?
No.
You guys missed out. You'll have to head to the Canada Food House.
Also with the Canadian bacon.
Ah, okay. If you at least had the bacon, then that's awesome. What are you guys looking forward to most about this show and this evening?
Last time we walked around and met loads of people, so hopefully we'll be able to do that again. But then also, maybe there'll be some more lights, like the opening ceremony.
Something just as epic.
Yeah, I think we're in for a bunch of surprises tonight, so I won't keep you from getting your seats because I know you want to have a great seat. Guys, enjoy the night, and back to you guys in the studio.
So I don't know really which is the best place to be seated at, because in the opening ceremony I was right at the front. I was having a blast over there, but I know also when they come the drone show, I couldn't really see it from the very top, so I would have preferred being at the very, very top over there. What is your preferred seat for the shows?
Well, but before we get into what the best seat is, I think it's really important to say, and I'm borrowing this from our director of program, we have an extremely large VIP section in this arena. It goes from the very front of the stage to the very back, right before the tents. That entire area is filled with the most important people here, and that's the participants, and that's our VIP section. We think anywhere in the arena you can see the stage, and so where I was sitting, I was pretty well seated in the middle, but if you can go all the way back up to those tents, open up those back flies, and still see the show, and it's an amazing experience even from that far back.
Everywhere. And I think the most enjoyable thing here is to have your neighbors from different countries and then just wait for them to shout or like do a cheers in other language. I see now participants are arriving, the last ones, because the stadium is really filling up very, very quickly.
Yeah, and if you just take a view, I mean, right now what you see on the camera, that's amazing. There's not very many events in the world where you can see something like this. If you're at a sporting event, oftentimes people are sitting with their own teams against each other in a competitive environment. So that's like the Olympics or the World Cup maybe. And that's often even just two countries. But I mean, look at this. And if you look at the food houses, if you look at Cultural Day today, even as you're walking around, there's really not very many places in the world where you can get food, for instance, cooked by people from those countries with ingredients that oftentimes they're bringing from those countries, and you know, this is the thing that's so amazing. We see
and look at that floating globe over there in the middle.
The globe that they're pumping around.
Yeah. I like that.
That's funny when it comes to you. During the show, during the first show, there were some glow sticks that were thrown around. And I thought those are really nice that we can play around with. If you can get a shot over here on the left, you might see, this is a really innovative part of the show, but you can actually see a bathroom sign. That's it's a balloon that's floated up, and it looks like dropping a pin on Google Maps or something. And when I saw that, I just started laughing. There's that and the emergency services area, and you can see the floating balloon. And I thought that was, you know, very good for safety and a pretty innovative solution there.
We should also thank all these guys that are in this, what is it? Is it green? Yeah.
The yellow,
right?
yeah.
The yellow,
I mean, thank you so much to everyone out there who, it is a hard thing to get 45,000 people into an arena. A lot of this area around here have pretty steep hills. And so if you do see a steward or a rover wearing either a yellow vest or not, maybe carrying a glow stick, just really thank them for the service that they're putting into this and make sure it's orderly.
And this is just part of it, because we have more than 9,000 ISDs here that have been as volunteers providing their time for young people to have their base time. But now let's go with our correspondent Luke to see what does he have over there down in the AT&T Summit Stadium.
Hey, World Scout Jamboree, it's Luke again. I'm here with 3 scouts from Finland. Would you like to start by telling me your names?
I'm Eve.
Alisa. I'm Lotta.
Great, and what did your contingent do for Cultural Day today?
Basically, we had some Finnish candies that we given to people, and we were teaching some Finnish songs, like Scout songs and games and stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Now, I really got to ask, I've been wondering this since all the contingents arrived. Why are your hats shaped the way they are?
Okay, so basically it's just like a traditional Finnish hat that came from the Finnish folklore. This one character named Väinämöinen, he wears a hat like this, so that's why we're wearing them. Yeah.
Do a lot of people in Finland wear those hats?
Well, no, not really. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any other plans for the Jamboree? Any big activities you want to do? Anything that you have to see before you go home?
Well, I really want to try the big zip.
I want to skate and meet new people.
Yeah, I want to try the zip lining as well.
Well, I hope you're willing to wait in line. I've heard people are waking up very early to get in line for the big zip, but if you're patient, I know you can do it. All right, this was the Summit Center stage. Heading back over to the set, guys.
Thanks, Luke. Not everyone in Finland wears those hats, but I've been told that only the cool people get to wear those hats, and they're all here.
That is true. So maybe you can swap one with the ISDs from Finland.
Yeah, Luke, if you get a chance to, you know, secure me a hat when you're talking to them, please do so. And another thing that I saw today that I thought was really cool during Cultural Day is a midsummer pole.
Okay.
It's called a maypole. There's this midsummer festival that is celebrated in Sweden, and there are these really cool maypoles where they dance around. And Luke and Keegan, if you get a chance to find any Swedish folks there to ask about the maypole, I'd love to hear a little bit more on that. As we scan out over the crowd, we might see some folks from Sweden out there.
And I might be biased, really, but today, in the Cultural Celebration Day, I just went into the Latinos, the Latin guys, who are the Brazilians, of course, the Mexicans, people from Central America, and they were all having many different kinds of parties, but with a Latin vibe. I've heard, though, that we're gonna have some Latin spirit tonight.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Yeah, and in opening reel, we saw the wrestling with I think that was the Mexican wrestling area. And it, you know, while that makes me very nervous because it seems kind of unsafe, it was very cool and exciting. I also saw a New Zealand haka. That was exciting, and I also got to see a full-on rugby match where there was a referee and like 2 touch referees on the ends, and it was like a legitimate rugby match going on in front of me right when I went into base camp A and B. So I mean, that was really cool just to see.
As I just saw a flag from Japan, I also saw today during my visit to the subcamps, I saw a dancing presentation by some Japanese guys, and after they finished their presentation, they were inviting other participants to join and do the choreography. I thought that was really nice because it's really a moment to share the culture and really kind of get the spirit of what it feels like.
Well, it's great to know that even though we wear different colors and come from different places, dancing a little bit off rhythm binds us all together. And with that, we're gonna go to Keegan, who's in the stadium right now.
Hey, Willie and Deanna, I caught up with some fellow Canadians down here in the AT&T Summit Stadium getting ready for the Unity show. They had a great day celebrating Cultural Day. Guys, what are your names?
I'm Lucas. I'm Quinn.
I'm Maeva. I'm Ashley.
And where are you guys from?
I'm from Ontario in the Greater Toronto area.
Yeah, I'm also from Ontario in the Toronto area.
That's awesome. So what would you say was your favorite part about Cultural Day today?
The food, definitely.
The food? What was your favorite food item?
Probably the Italian pasta.
The pasta. I didn't get the pasta, but the pizza was also amazing. What did you guys do in your subcamp to show Canadian culture?
We created a bannock, which is a traditional dish with it's a bread with maple syrup and stuff like that, and cinnamon, yeah.
That's awesome. And how about you guys? Did you guys do anything different in your subcamp?
Yeah, we also were playing a game of hockey, street hockey, because that's a really popular game in Canada.
That's awesome. So what are you looking forward to most for the rest of the Jamboree?
We're really excited to continue meeting people and get to experience all these different cultures from around the world and try some of the really cool activities they have here.
That's awesome. So Willie, we found the folks who set up that street hockey game you got to participate in today. So one more checklist on your road to becoming a Canadian, and back to you guys over there.
Keegan's slowly trying to convert me to becoming a Canadian. That's okay. We had another mention of Italian pasta that we heard there. In case you were wondering, on this campsite, there's 98,000 tomatoes in the food markets, and there's 4,476 gallons, that's 17,000 liters of marinara sauce.
Oh wow, that is a lot. I think, should that be for only pasta, or can you like cook something else with those ingredients?
I think you can make a lot of stuff with that.
Just like pasta.
Yeah, and we'll be sure to find out how many pounds of pasta we have, and we'll update you later in the week on that.
So we just heard a really cool song. Everyone was dancing. Now we see other participants dancing like their own songs, probably, and clapping. Everyone's getting really excited, really, about this Unity show.
Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah, in the stadium, this is this is such a great view of it. People are out there swinging their flags around. You can see the Japanese flags, the American flags out there. Oh, and people are getting hyped with this song that's going up and down.
Colombia, the US, and imagine we have 132 countries here. So can we go to look now? Look, what do you have over there?
Hey guys, I'm here with a scout from the United Kingdom. Would you like to tell everyone your name?
I'm Carl Collard from the UK.
Great, and who's your friend up there?
It's Jeremy.
So, you have a very exciting outfit for Cultural Day. What was your inspiration?
It's our beach theme, because we're from the Jurassic Coast in Dorset. And we thought Jurassic Coast would bring our dinosaur to express where we're from.
Great, did you see anything interesting during Cultural Day today?
During Cultural Day, yeah, so much fantastic foods and all their different cultures and what they do in their own countries.
Great, and you said your contingent's theme is the beach, right?
What, I'm sorry?
You said your contingent's theme is the beach, right?
Yes, it is indeed, yeah.
So did you do something beach themed at your campsite? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we had a tradition called Punch and Judy, which is a performance with hand puppets. And we also had a paddling pool and water fights to cool down through the hot day.
Sounds like a lot of fun. All right. Well, thank you very much for talking. It was great chatting with you. Willie, I gotta tell you, before I pass it over to you, I tried to get one of those Finnish hats for you. They wouldn't budge. I couldn't trade anything. So better luck next time. Back to you guys at the set.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to wait until the end of the Jamboree before I get myself a Finnish hat.
Probably. And, I mean, Willie, what was your favorite attire that you saw today?
Wow. I mean, there was just so much. Here's a couple of people that I saw throughout the Jamboree today. So there was a person wearing a full-on suit that was made of the American flag. So there's, the stars and the stripes, red, white, and blue. There was a Canadian wearing basically, it looked like maple leaves as like a headband type of situation, and that was really cute. We saw a lot of different types of paint, so like some white kind of paste that you can use to draw on yourself. You see on Luke's face the different types of streaks, and so people kind of came out in full garb, and that was really cool. One of the things that I saw that was great was a traditional Japanese clothing that had a Japanese red circle on the back, which looked like the flag, and to the left of it was the Jamboree logo. And it was reminded that a lot of this stuff is created specifically for the Jamboree and uniquely for the Jamboree. Even as we look out across here, you see people draped in their own flags. Oh yeah, and on that main stage, so this is in the middle of the stadium. You can see a lot of this dancing going on.
That's Mexican.
That's Mexican.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there, but Diana has the authority to go there.
I do.
It is
Look
Mexican.
at those beautiful dresses. I've worn one of those. Let us just enjoy it. Look at that. I just love the hats. And all these girls, they are participants. They come from my state, Jalisco, which is in the western central part of Mexico, and they've been preparing themselves for months, probably at least 6 months, dancing every week, because there was one girl that knew how to dance professionally, but a lot of them, it was their first time dancing. I think these are great things about Cultural Day, that people really get to know their own cultures, and they prepare themselves to share that with the rest of the Jamboree. Look at these girls. They just, I mean, I can't imagine they didn't know how to dance before, and the guys, oh my God, they have like two left feet.
Do you know this group?
I know them. I was actually a scout leader of 3 or 4 of them back in my city. Yeah, I'm so proud of them.
You didn't know this, but I actually, earlier in the Jamboree, volunteered that you would do a dancing segment on one of these shows. Surprise! We'll talk later. So
Look
now,
at that.
Yeah, and now we're going to go back to Keegan, who's in the stadium.
Hey guys, the festive atmosphere just keeps growing. We're out here right in the middle of the crowd, and I caught up with a scout from Switzerland. What's your name?
My name's Dominic.
Dominic, so what did you do for Cultural Day today?
It was Culture Day, it was awesome, and I ate a lot of food. My favorite food was picante machos from Santa Cruz.
So what was it made of? Can you tell me what was in it?
There were tomatoes, potatoes, chicken, onions, and salt.
That sounds delicious. I think we've got some dancing dinosaurs. It really is a festival down here. What are you looking forward to most for the rest of the Jamboree?
I want to trade many stuff, and on 1st August there is the birthday of Switzerland, and all Switzerland make a great party we make a party for the birthday for Switzerland, and I think it's gonna be great.
So what you're telling me is on August 1st we should pop by one of the Swiss troops out there?
Yes, why not?
Of course, sounds like we'll have to do that. Guys, it's so exciting down here. I can't wait for you guys to get down here and really get to experience what we're experiencing. And we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Yeah, I went to a Swiss unit today, and they were making a type of food that was bread dipped in egg, fried, and then put on syrup. And I said, okay, I know what this is. And, you know, as I was about to say it, they were like, yes, of course you know what this is. This is Swiss toast. And I was like, oh, but isn't that what I know as French toast? And they're like, no. It is Swiss toast. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
And for the rest of the Jamboree, I'm going to call it Swiss toast.
That happened to me also. I mean, I would just call things, but that's just me like, oh, it is hot cake. And then they said like an Austrian word. But you know what I like here is like you get to know not only the food, but try to really understand where does that name of the food come from.
Yeah.
This Austrian food came from a royalty history, something around like a legend. So I really like that. Look at those flags, really. I'm getting excited.
Oh, I've been excited for the last 72 hours for this. Another cool thing that I did today is we were walking down the street and a group of Dutch kids, you know, they were standing in the street handing out Dutch candies. And we were like, oh, this is cool. Thank you for the candy. We were trying to walk away. And they said, well, actually, this is just an introduction to what else we have. And we were brought inside to their area, and they were making edible woggles and braiding licorice. And so you could spend the time braiding the licorice, and then at the end, you could eat it. So I'm hearing now that we're going to go back to Luke in the AT&T Summit Stadium.
Oh, we're going on. Sorry. Now? All right, cool. Hey, guys. We're still back here. The show is getting very close to start time. This place is filling up like crazy. I have 3 scouts here from Panama. Would you like to start with your names?
I am Ricardo. We came from the group 2 and the group 27. Yeah, I'm fine to get here, share badges with my friends, scouts. It is also fine. Yeah.
Hi. My name is Amy. My pleasure. And yeah, I'm too funny. It's too funny for me too. It's very good inspiration.
Hi, my name is Jose. Everyone can tell me Joe, but I am very happy to stay here. It's a very, very good country. I love it.
So, what has been your favorite part about the Jamboree so far?
I feel that I have to do all activities because all are good, all are fine. But the activity that I will do, or I will try to do, is a shooting range. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it so much. Yeah.
That's good. Shooting sports can be a lot of fun. Are you looking forward to the show tonight? How did you feel about the opening show? Do you think this will top it and be better?
No. Oh my gosh, the opening show. It was amazing. No. Yeah. Anyways, it's not gonna be better because the opening show was so amazing. We all of my section, we all cried. We were just crying. It was beautiful. And we think that this show will be like continuation or a part 2 of the show, but no, it's not gonna be better.
Wow, high praise for the opening show, but you know, it's duly endowed. That was a great show. I was also very impressed. Do you guys have a cheer or anything you'd like to show us from your home country that you can show off?
Oh yeah. Actually, we have the triple three clap, T-clap, and that is a clap for a celebration. That to celebrate something, we don't clap normally like normal people. We clap like scouts, and this is our clap. So if you can do it in 3.
Yeah. Go for it.
1, 2, 3.
Fantastic.
Sounds great. I think we should all learn how to clap like that, actually. Well, while they're teaching me how to do the clap, I'll pass it back over to you guys at the set.
I know how to do that.
And I do not, definitely.
Thanks, Luke. Shall we go to Keegan now? I think he's over there also at the AT&T Summit Stadium.
Hey, Will Indiana, look who I found in the stadium. It's Megan from the Dream Team. Megan, how was your cultural day?
Fantastic.
What was sort of your highlight?
We wandered around C1 and C2, and it was just incredible to see all the participants having a blast.
All right, so another big stadium show tonight. What happens tomorrow with program? I know you're working in Centro Mundial. Anything exciting there?
Yes, we have an incredible program. Come visit us in the West End. That's where transportation and knowledgeable workforce are. It is a really cool area about STEM.
Awesome. So Willie and Deanna, we can't wait to see you guys in the stadium. It's really filling up, so I hope Megan's going to save us some seats, and can't wait to see you guys in a few minutes.
Yeah. Megan, save us a seat in the VIP section, which is the entire stadium from the front to the end.
Sorry, guys, we can't quite hear you on the question.
Oh, that's okay. We just asked Megan to save us a seat, too, in the very large VIP section.
Megan, can you tell us about the VIP section in this stadium?
Yes, it's up behind us, right, with great views of the stadium and getting to see the sunset.
And luckily for this Jamboree, we've got 35,000 amazing young people from around the world sitting in this VIP section.
Great. Thank you, Keegan. It's funny that you found Megan and was able to talk to her a bit.
They're saying hi at us, I think. Hi, guys.
Hello.
We can see you.
This must be the wire cam again,
Yes.
going across. Yeah, that's awesome. If I was down there, I would be waving and posing. I do it every time I see a camera, just in case this exact thing happens. I don't think it's ever happened to me before in my life.
I would be the one screaming and doing, you know, this Mexican artifact, the matraca, the one that does a lot of noise, like, no, you spin it. You have to hear that, really.
I've
You
never
are going
seen
to
that
recognize that.
before. Yeah.
Now, can we have Luke? Luke, are you there?
Yep, I'm here. I have a handful of scouts who are very excited for the show. Where are you all from?
Portugal.
Portugal, all right. Heard that loud and clear. Now, I got a couple of questions. So, I've never seen this attire before. Can you tell me what it is and why you're wearing it?
This is a traditional Portuguese clothes. The boys they were the fishmen, and the girls would sell the fish. So we would wear this in the streets, would wear a thing in our heads to put the fish, and at the end of the day we would put our children at the thing, and they would sleep at the way home.
Sounds very functional. So now, did you have any fish at your contingent site today in celebration of your home country or anything like that?
Excuse me?
Sorry. So what did you do at your contingent site today to celebrate the cultural day?
Well, we made some food. We made feijoada. And we have some traditional dances. So we don't know how to dance, actually. I'm so sorry. But we made some food, and it was really good. The people enjoy it.
Great. I'm glad to hear people enjoyed it. I'm sorry I missed you guys today when I was running around. So what are you most looking forward to at the Jamboree?
Well, we are hoping to have really fun and to meet a lot of new people from other cultures. This day is perfect for that, I think. And yeah, I think that's it. To do a new thing with a lot of people and to have good fun with our friends.
Sounds like a great time. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves so far. Have a great rest of the Jamboree, and we'll pass it back over to all of you at the set.
Thanks, Luke. If you still can hear me, I would like to ask if these guys know or if they brought francesinha, because I've tried that in Portugal, or pastel de Belén, and it's really, really good.
And is it a type of food?
It is a type of food. They will know. Francesinha or pastel de Belén.
Oh. So what kind of food did you guys... Oh, hello.
Portugal.
Can you tell us a little bit more about some traditional foods that you guys have in Portugal?
Especially, we use a lot of olive oil. That is really good to season our foods. Today we made a lot of things with breads. We like a lot of breads. Well, the bread that they had here wasn't a perfect bread, but we did a thing. And we use a lot of meats like salami or chorizo, and we focus on that. We focus on that thing.
Do you have a personal favorite?
I like chorizo a lot, and with olive oil and oregons is really good.
So now, I've heard a lot about the foods from your guys' country. Did you get to taste foods from other countries, and is there anything that you like just as much or maybe more?
I didn't go around that much, but I enjoyed the South Africa tea. That was really good. And we got to... the Brazilian paçoca. made with peanuts. It's really good. We like it a lot. They made really sweet things.
What about you guys? Any favorite foods that you got to try from around the world?
England and South Africa. We go to Brazilian and more. Japan too. The last one, Japan, is very good. The food in Japan. Yeah.
Do you remember what you had, what you tried?
So in South Africa we drink a tea and a biscuit. In England we taste a biscuit too and play some games. In Japan we taste rice with ham. Yeah, like that.
It sounds delicious. Well, you guys really traveled the world with your taste buds today. Are you? Oh, all right. That's all we have. So thank you guys very much. It was great talking to all of you, and we'll pass it back over to you at the set.
Yeah. Thank you, Luke. This is an interesting fact that I learned today. I was talking to a friend from Switzerland, but did you know all Swiss Scouts get a nickname that is officially registered in the scouting database? And so his name is Thomas Hart, but his scouting nickname is Kirk. So whenever he goes to a scouting event, he goes by Thomas Kirk Hart. And everyone knows him as Kirk, and he's had it since he was a scout, like in a troop. His scoutmaster gave him that name because he was kind of like Captain Kirk commanding the troops, and it stuck with him. And every single Swiss scout has a nickname like that.
Wow, that is unique to Switzerland,
That's really
I guess.
cool, yeah. What would your scouting nickname be, or my scouting nickname?
Well, we had that only in Cub Scouts, and that would be a beaver.
A beaver, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't remember why, but I remember I was a beaver.
Mine might be Russell, for obvious reasons. Now we're gonna go to Keegan.
Hey guys, as you know, we've got scouts from all over the world here at the Jamboree, and I've caught up with some scouts from Ethiopia. What's your name?
Alvin.
Alfred, so you guys have some beautiful outfits on. Can you tell me what they're used for?
This is actually a church outfit for the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. Most of it is just for gatherings, like weddings, birthdays, celebrations mostly.
That's awesome. And I see you have a beautiful horn around your neck. What's the horn used for?
It's used to go around the neighborhood or village and gather people to drink coffee. Ethiopians are very inclusive.
Sounds like a great celebration, kind of like we're having here at our Unity Day. Can you give us a shout on the horn? Well, I think that horn has drawn in a crowd tonight because we've got a stadium full of people. Back to you guys in the studio.
Great horn.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking now that I see that horn, that we, in different cultures, we have different like handcrafts or artifacts that we use.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back in our in the 2017 National Jamboree here while promoting the World Scout Jamboree. I remember we had these Mexican toys that were really, really famous.
The bolero, right?
Yeah, the bolero. And there was, I mean, people think it's easy, but once you try it, it's not very easy. So I'm thinking like when you go around during Cultural Celebration Day, you see a lot of these different toys that people play with in their countries. What is the most exciting thing that you've seen like this, Willie?
Well, a lot of the games, again, so Mini Sticks, the Canadian game where it's just a miniature version of hockey, but it is rough. And then I saw rugby out there. People were playing softball. Yeah, and so there's a lot. I walked to the Taiwan Scout unit, and they had not only bubble tea and boba, but they also did they would write your name phoneticized in Chinese characters. So I walked up and I could say my name is Willie, and they would write what the phoneticized Chinese characters were. So I have a little sticker with my name written in Chinese characters, which is kind of cool. And there are the Finnish hats again that we see up there.
That is really nice. Can we go back to Luke and see what he's got for us?
Hey guys, welcome back. Things are really amping up in here. I have with me two scouts. Would you like to tell me your names and where you're from?
My name is Veronica, and I'm from Denmark. And my name is Emma, and I'm from Denmark.
Now your clothes don't look like they're from Denmark. What are you wearing exactly, and where did you get it?
We're wearing a kimono from Japan, and we traded with some other things from Denmark.
Now, what all did you have to trade? Those are some very nice kimonos. I'm sure they didn't, let them go easily.
Badges and T-shirts. Yeah.
Okay, sounds pretty straightforward. Have you been doing a lot of swapping and trading at the Jamboree?
We have traded a lot of badges, but not like scarves yet.
Okay. Is there a favorite thing that you've been able to get by trading, or is it the kimonos?
It's the kimonos. We love them.
Now, I hope you've been doing more than just trading at the Jamboree. Have you had a chance to do any of the activities, and what are some of your favorite ones?
Reality was my favorite. Yeah, it was so funny. We met a French guy who joined our team because we were only 3, so he just popped up. So
Great. All right, are you excited for the show tonight?
really excited. We have heard there will be a lot of dancing, so yeah.
Well, I hope you're right. That sounds great. All right, thank you very much. It was great talking to you both. I hope you enjoy the show. We'll throw it back over to you guys at the set.
Thanks, Luke, and thank you, Keegan, as well. That's it from the studio tonight, and thank you again, guys, from your reports tonight here at the stadium.
We can hear the music already. The Unity show will begin in a few minutes. A reminder that you can watch it only at the Jamboree website, 2019wsj.org/live. So if you're watching now on social media, make sure to hand it over to the website to keep watching.
Thank you all so much for being here tonight, and we will see you tomorrow in the New World Live morning edition, remember, at 10 a.m.
Goodbye, au revoir, and adios.